I am Vigneswaran Subarayan and I currently pursuing Bachelor of Occupational Safety and Health Management at OUM Johor. Okay, today I would like to share on my critical success factor which I have been faced on my previous project. My company name is Porata Corporation Sendian Berhad. Okay, first of all, before I going deeply about the critical factor, I would like to share on my previous company backgrounds, vision and mission. Okay, let's we move on my company background. Porata is an engineering cum constructions and which is related to the company of oil and gas, petrochemical and also power plant. Okay, our company was incorporated on 26 June 2000 and the company was have numbers of project in Tanjung Bin power plant and also Bintulu Sarawak. Okay, now the Porata vision is to be one of the major players in our specialized industry and leading Turkey system for provide oil and gas, petrochemical and also power plant. Okay, for the mission is to maintain our image as a reliable and outstanding mechanical engineering. Okay, the second mission is to continuously improve our work system and resources. Okay, which means we need to improve our work quality and also work progress to achieve the company successful. Okay, for the third mission is to provide sound and cost effective engineering solutions via alternative proposal. Now I going to discuss 5 main critical success factors which help us carry out a successful project. The first factor is work planning. Planning is the first and arguable and the most important step in any project. It includes anticipating trends and determining the best strategy and tactics to achieve organization's goals. Planning is the key management for success any project. Good planning and even my last project they have a good planning for success the project. Planning is not a small work because there are many questions to be considered. For an example, the question will be asked what work to be done, how will be done, who should and where the work, how long it will taken for the work finish. Okay, this type of question will be asked by our management. So if we not have a work planning, so this type of question will we not will able to answer for our management. So before we start any works, make sure we are plan the activity. Then only we can do the work properly. If we not have any planning, the work will be delay and then the progress we cannot catch up and the client will complain to our management. Okay, this is the first point that we have discussed about the critical success factor. Planning is the most important step in any projects. So this kind of planning is one of the intellectual challenging of the project task. Now we are move on to the second critical success factor point is a set a mission and goals for success any project. The project mission and goals need to be established beforehand and appropriate organization has to be developed. At the heart of organization management, we undertake involving and achieving goals. Okay, a simple example I give you is we have a football competition. So our aim and our goals is we want win the match. So it same goes to any project that we have done. We must set a goals and objective. So in that only we can aim our project to successful in the time timeline that our client give to us. So if we not have any objective or any goals, so we cannot achieve the project successfully. This is the main that we must need and obey to success the project. Okay, the role of manager is ensure that goals and develop with the external environment in mind and related to activities. Okay, once the organization mission goal are clear, the work necessary to achieve goal be divided up in the most productivity is by organization. Organization is about creating an communication system that allow management achieve the objective. Okay, the structure of organization is defined, roles, responsibility of the person, and the communication that we deliver to our work team. So this type of organization that we will have means so we can easily successful the project. Okay, so we have discussed about the mission, set the goals and the organization. So this type of point that we have observed, then we have obey means we can easily successful any of the project that we are taken. So please follow the point and then we can successful the project. Next point is about the cost. When we talk about the cost, is automatically remind us about the cost and budgeting for the project. Okay, for example, how much we need to spend in our project, how the cost, how the budgeting. It's all about the cost estimating and budgeting. It's called cost estimating and budgeting. It allows us to make a good estimate of project cost during planning stage. It is important to project manager during the implementation stage so that we can control the cost estimating is to make an evaluation implementation. Cost estimating is done by each member of the project team for responsible to the respective function of project and coordination by the project manager. So for all of the project team have a responsible for manage the cost. It's not only for the project manager, it's also spread for the project team. Okay, for example, we cannot waste our time or our cost or our material for the non-compliance to the project rules. Okay, here I have some technique that I have used for estimate the project cost. First is a expert opinion. That means the cost estimate is based on the figure which was experience and expertise in the reviewing for the last previous project. Okay, that means we have some experienced members or experienced project teams in our project. So in that we can ask them, okay, what is the cost estimating for our last project or not. We can review the last project cost. So in that case, we can cut cost any other material or any other product that not related to our project. So that is the first technique. So how we want to reduce the cost, expert opinion. Okay, so now we are going to the second technique is a analogic estimating, is developed by reviewing the cost the reviewing the method to get cost estimate. Second technique is a analogical estimate, is developed by reviewing the cost from previous or last project. We can use this method to get cost estimate at any level and overall project based on analogic project. Okay, they have a few techniques more, but I have shared two techniques first for the info, and we can use for the future project. Okay, this technique will be useful for our next project. Okay, now we are going to the fourth factor, is a planning and work schedule. Okay, just now I got touch about the planning at the factor number 1. There is a work planning. Now we are going to the planning and work schedule. Okay, that means planning is not aimless, but it is compulsory or must for everyone, be it for their work life or personal life. It drives people to achieve their goals and obtain success. So now let's take a look on planning and work schedule. Planning is where strategy for ensure the successful completion of a project. Second, how the management, how the organization were to be. For the work schedule is planned for a project into a time-based graphic presentation into which given information on available, reasonable and construction. Okay, that means work schedule, that means our client that already hand over the work schedule when the work will be finished. So in our side of top management will be decide, and we also have a rights to decide when the work will finish. So before we start the work, we must plan ahead and decide when the work will finish. So that means we can know the work when we will finish, so we can have a deadline. That means planning and then work schedule is most important things. Okay, to persuade people to complete tasks before they delay the activity and provide a framework for decision making event of changes. So this is why we have the work schedule for our project. Okay, this is one of the point to success the project, linked together by its system of communication. Okay, as a project manager, need to maintain communication links need to maintain the communication to the stakeholder. Okay, which means the stakeholder can be. Now I going to end of our uh, project sharing on critical success factor. So before this, I have explained about the 5 main topic. The first is planning, work planning. The second is about the goal, missions and objective, and then the third point is cost estimating and budgeting, and then the fourth point is about the planning and work schedule. Then the last point is about managing the teams. Okay, so the 5 point that we have discussed just now is most useful for our next project. Okay, if we maintain this point, so achieve we can achieve the project successful. So as I informed earlier, this point will be useful for our next project. Okay, so now I will wish thanks and give a chance to talk about my previous project's successful point. So I think that's all from my sharing today. Thank you.